Hello everyone, my name is Karina and today we're watching Oshi no Ko Season 3 Episode 2. What happened last episode? I do not remember. I think... Oh god. What I remember from the last episode is that everyone's doing well in terms of popularity and Ruby and Kana are doing awful in terms of mentally. That's what I remember. Um, I think there was a point made of Kana saying that being very, very upset that Aqua is unfortunately avoiding her. Very, very much avoiding her. And I think, was it Memcho? Memcho went to invited him over to her place and they had a little conversation and he ended up saying I think his true feelings of obviously trauma related of what happened to what happened to his mother, of oh well, think about what would happen. She's an idol now. What would happen if she were to be seen with me? What would happen if she were to get into a relationship like that? These kind of things, they're like, what if she gets murdered because of it? It's trauma and he's trying to deal with it by avoiding her, which is not very good, but he's being caring in his own way at the end of the day. Ruby is not doing well mentally after what happened at the end of season 1. She is becoming more and more, what's the word? I'm actually looking at the title right now, is calculating. She's becoming more and more calculating. She did last episode because Aqua got on a like talk show type thing. She ended up talking with the producer and being like, oh, what if I'll be in the show, and she gave a little prank to Aqua, surprised him on there. And then the producer was like, oh, what if you do more things as twins? I think I remember that. Yeah, and then I think she found, was she the one who found? There was a shot of the old manager, not the manager, the president of the company, who was I's president. We were told in season 1 that after I was murdered, I think he went a little bit, he started drinking a lot, and then I think he gave his company up to, what's her name? Mikako? Mini? I don't remember her name. The lady that's now running Strawberry Productions. I don't remember what else happened. I think Akane and Aqua are dating for real, but I do think he likes Kana more. And that's maybe because I am biased. Maybe I am biased because I like Kana more. I am Team Kana all the way. But that is what I think. I am worried about what's gonna happen in this episode and the others for this thing in particular. My camera is looking a little bit yellow. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, I'm sorry for the weird cut probably. Hopefully it's looking a little bit less yellow now. Actually, on my screen it looks even more yellow. I'm not liking that. Okay, I'm gonna ignore it for now and I'll try to fix it another time. It might be just because of the lights and stuff, because it's dark out now. So, it might be just because of that. I'm gonna try and ignore it. Okay. Hopefully it looks less yellow now. I did my best. So, the color might still a little bit off because it's night right now, so I'm just using a ring light. But anyway, let's get to it. Episode 2. Let's go. Again.
いいじゃん。娘のように思ってた愛の娘がこうして会いに来てくれて。 私の父親が誰なのか教えて。
何度も言うが俺は知らねえ。
Does he really not
ぶっ壊
know?
しに行ってるっつうの。
じゃあママと関わりがあった人の連絡先全部教えて。
He really doesn't know. I remember him saying in episode 1 when they were at the sorry about the weird camera quality change again. I realized when I was looking at my camera that it looked very weird, so I messed with the settings again. It should be back to the normal way it looked. Anyway, he doesn't know, because I remember him in episode 1 saying when they were at the doctor, like, are you like something about the fur, and she was like, oh, it's a secret. So he doesn't know.
嫌なこった。そんなの教えたら無鉄砲に会いに行くだろうが。
そうそう、いちごさんの言う通りにしたらリポーターの仕事も取れたんだよ。
深掘れワンチャンのか。やったじゃねえか。あの番組は業界視聴率がいい。
So he's the one who's been like telling her.
私ね、芸能事務所の社長だったいちごさんの手腕は
I trust his skills as well. He seems really good and he seems to know what to do. Yeah, you need to suck up to the big guys.
ま、それを周りが認知していれば必ずパスが回ってくる。キャラクターが明確であること、これがバラエティにおける最重要項目だ。
Yeah, those are important in variety shows.
バカで失礼でずぶといところだろ。さてはおバカやな。
お前それ昔鍋に油と詰め替え用の洗剤間違えて入れた話だろ。話盛りすぎてもはや別物じゃねえか。
I love that. I think a lot of celebrities do that in real life, where they pretend to be more stupid than they are. This is a very, very stupid and dumb anecdote that I'm about to tell you. Not like this. This is a real story. I used to do this. To when I'm talking very young. I'm talking when I was I want to say 11, 12. I kept playing dumb because guys thought it was cute. That's a real thing. It's so crazy because it worked. Everyone was like, ah, ha ha ha, Andrea's so cute. She's so dumb. She's so cute. But I was faking it. Every single time they made some sort of joke, and I was like, what's that mean? What's that mean? And talking about things that I did that were I was making it deliberately more stupid. Because it would be funny. Everyone would find it funny that I was so dumb that I would do that. And the guys thought it was cute. So this is such a real thing, and I'm so sure to this day, I'm so sure so many girls do this on TV and stuff, because it's it works, you know?
お前と同じ遺伝子持ってる事実が結構きつい。やっぱり要点を抑えすぎている。誰が命じしている。
And he's really smart because he figured it out.
ルビーちゃんはああいうキャラができるのか。
売れるには打算も必要だ。
This is what Kana was saying in the beginning. She was like, yeah, I was rude and entitled as a child, so when I grew up, all those directors, they were still big shots. Some of them became big shots. No one wanted to work with me anymore because I was so rude to everyone. This is I think this is one of the biggest things in entertainment. And as she was saying, she was like, yeah, as I got older, I became someone who's easy to get along with, easy to work with. That's what she said, because it means more jobs if people like you. This is such a good strategy to have in showbiz, I think, because you have like you have like these big personalities that are like, oh, this she's a diva, she's a diva, he's a diva. But those are only after they become like big things. You don't get that if you're like a little guy who like a little person who doesn't get all that, doesn't have that kind of popularity. When you don't have that kind of popularity, you need to make up for it by being nice to everyone.
ルビーちゃんが僕にこびこびだ。
He's probably so
テレビ初
confused.
心者の新人アイドルが AD の僕にこびる理由なんて全部断られました。
バカ野郎、そこをどうにかするのが腕の見せ所なんだろうが。仕事できないならやめちまえ。お前みたいなのが周りの足を引っ張って迷惑かけてんだ。分かってんのかおい。
すみません。
ああ、それ制作会社の漆原 D だな。
制作会社？
Asshole. What the fuck? I bet he feels like the difference in her. Like it probably, because even her eyes, they used to have like a little like wet little spark and they were like so bright, and now they have like this like black spark in them. That's like the star that used to be there in one of her eyes, but now it's there in both of her eyes, but it's dark. That's like aura. That's like a different aura change. As I forgot who was saying it last episode, but like she feels darker. She feels like different. I bet like Aqua feels it.
やれと言われたことは全部やること。ロケ場所探し、ネタや取材対象のリサーチ。野獣馬に頭を下げて、カメラマンの真似事したり、D の手伝いをしつけられたり。エキストラの手配、ロケ弁の手配、移動手段の手配。
God fucking damn it.
コーヒー入れ荷物持ち。言われたら
That's a hard job.
家に帰っても秘密の残業。
ネット番組の強みを生かせよ。素人のレイヤーに作品愛なんざ語られたって何も面白くねえからな。ネットで裸さらしてサブスクで稼いでるやつとか。
That is what makes most money. That is true.
コスプレイヤーなんて承認欲求強いやつらだらけだろ。宣伝にもなるんだし、ツイッターで DM 送れば10人くらいすぐ集まる。
10人。
申し訳ありません。
That pissed me off. Oh God, he's telling the truth. You know, if you wanna get money, that kind of cosplay does make the most money. That is true. But then going on about like cosplaying or just like attention, whatever he said, fuck off. God, I hate these kind of people.
今回の夏コミはブル様の合わせをする予定で、トーブレの衣装を着る予定がなく。
すぐ集まるとか冗談じゃない。コス界隈はテレビに好意的じゃない人が多いんだよ。
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to find. I'm sorry, my dude.
暗い顔。私は知ってる。アクア君がカナちゃんに惹かれてたこと。多分ずっと前から気づいてた。
Does she see it the same way I do?
私と付き合うことにした理由は、多分あんまり気持ちのいいものじゃないだろうから考えないようにしてるし、実のところあまり興味がない。アクア君は私にすごく優しくしてくれてるから、それでいい。いつも気にかけてくれるし、LINE も既読放置なんてしない。これ以上望むのは罰当たりというものだ。かな。
I don't think that's a very good way to look at it, Akane. I like Kana more, but I still like Akane a lot as well. That is a very sad way to think about it. You know, just accepting that the guy you like, knowing that he likes someone else more than you and he wants to be with someone else more than you, but for some reason chose you instead. I don't think that's very good. Am I wrong? That would personally to me feel like pity. Like are you dating me out of pity? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's not pity. He has his own reasons, but I'm so Akane is looking at it in a very unique way because I could never. That's crazy. The way she's is that. Am I wrong for thinking that it's a little bit fucked up?
ちゃんとはもうずっと会っていなくて連絡も絶ってるらしい。ちょっとやりすぎだし過剰に意識しすぎな気がして少しムムムってなるけど、アクアくんなりに自分の気持ちと折り合いをつけるプロセスなのだと考えれば納得もできる。私はそういうの嫌いじゃないからけど他の女と浮気したら絶対殺す。アンタ君が女好きのたらしなのは分かってるんだからね。ちゃんと見張ってるんだからね。
And her mom is so happy.
うちがコスプレイヤーとして次の深湾でレイヤー取材会やるんだけど、テレビの仕事だよ。もったいなくない？
True, you're gonna get more popular.
深湾は構成作家が豪華らしくてさ、業界視聴率すごく高いんだって。うまくいけば次につながるかもしれないよ。
She looks a bit scary.
もちろん無理にとは言わないよ。私もコスプレリポーターとして現場にいるし、ミナミと一緒にお仕事したいなって思ってるだけ。ルビーはこういう嘘っぽい企画一番嫌ってると思ってたんやけど、汚い大人の世界に染まり始めちゃったんかな。
She has.
またお断りメール。どこかに
絶対声でバレちゃうから。
吉住ミミ、俺の妹は
Oh, she's a VTuber.
VTuber とは 3DCG モデルや
That's crazy. I watch VTubers a lot. I've been watching for like years, like 6 years at this point. 6, 7 years? I don't know. Yeah, it's a big industry.
華々しい業界に見えるが、ムーブメントは成熟期を迎え、現在 VTuber の
Yeah,
総数は1万超え。
Too many.
明らかに
Too
高圧マーケ
many.
ットだ。
It's very hard to make it.
鈴音小耳、登録者30万。引きこもりでコスプレ配信に夢中になっていた妹の将来が不安になり、当時流行り始めた VTuber になることを僕が勧めた。散々俺の悪口書いてくれているが、番組に出てくれるなら一切を不問とする。
卑怯な。東京ブレイドって許可取るのすごく大変なんだって。
Oh God.
先生がすごく気
Oh
難しく
God.
て
They're gonna have so many
編集さん
troubles.
が断っちゃうんだって。
へえ、そうなんだ。一応確認取っておくか。
You have to.
コスプレイヤー取材を受けてくれた子のリストです。
おお。
明日は東京ブレイドのコスプレでいいんですよね。
いや、わからん。ちょっと待て。漆原です。突然すみません。先日お話しした東京ブレイドの許諾なんですが。はい。
Oh God. You're gonna say no.
ですか。わかりました。はい、大丈夫です。じゃあ。ああ、やっぱダメだな。
ちょっと話が違いますよ。レイヤーの子たちにはトーブレのコスでお願いしてるんですよ。
違うやつやってもらえばいいだろ。
そんな急に。
てか俺言ったよな。許諾取るけど、一
Oh
応
my
代わ
fucking
りの用意しとけ
God.
って。
絶対言ってない。
とにかく
He
取材
didn't.
する奴らに連絡しろ。当日はオリジナルか許諾フリーか。まあ微妙にちょっとトーブレじゃない感じにしてくれってな。
でもタレントさんに下手なの着せられないし。
God, I feel so bad for him.
ああ、もう一応フリーサイズのコスもあるから使って。その子身長いくつ？
ごめん、助かる。
his little sister is really coming in clutch here, because Jesus Christ. Oh, who's this? Okay, that was episode 2 of Oshinoko season 3. Oh my god. I feel so bad for this director. I forgot his name, like Yoshi something. Yoshi, let me search for it. Yoshizumi. I feel so bad for him. Oh my god. And it is true. I've never worked as like assistant director or like anything like this, but I know this is true. They get so much fucking work, and if the director is an asshole, this is exactly what happens. Everything is just like the assistant just has to do everything, and stuff like this happens. Like last minute you didn't get permission, and now what? It's like such bullshit, because I hate when like bosses do this, where like they say they're gonna do something, but then they don't do it, and they tell you last minute, so you have to deal with the problem of them not doing it. But it would be been so much easier if they just did it in the first place. If they did it in the fucking first place, then I messed up. And it would have been so much easier if you would have just said in the beginning, you do it, because then it would have been like, okay, you do this, because it would have been so much easier for him to just like try to get the copyright, and then they would have said no. He would have probably been yelled at. He would have been like, you can't do anything, blah 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 blah. Okay, have to find something else. Well, then they wouldn't have had to deal with the last minute panic of what the fuck do we do. It's just one of those things that's like, if you can't tell from my how angry I am, has happened to me before. Okay, now that I'm calmed down a little bit. That was a great episode. But yeah, this was mostly focused on Ruby and her changing, how much she has changed. She's definitely become more calculating, as this episode says. She's definitely more focused on getting big and getting her revenge, which I don't think she cared about in the first season. I think she was just, I want to become an idol. Like Mom, that was her thing. But then obviously things changed after she found out certain things. I feel really horrible. I feel really bad for her. Ignorance is bliss, as they say. It seems like she was so much happier when she didn't care about all this, she didn't know about this, but it is what it is. But yeah, we got to know this Yoshizumi guy, his day-to-day life, how everything is working, and Ruby getting closer to him because Ichigo, what's his name? Ichigo something. Saito? Is that his name? Saito Ichigo? Am I making that up? I don't know. The former CEO. He told her, he's been coaching her in the industry for a little bit now, it seems, and he told her these assistant directors will become directors one day. They'll become big shots, so it's better to have them liking you in the first place, which is very true. So yeah, she's making moves. She's getting close to him, and it is very true. If one day he becomes a big thing, he becomes a big deal, you best believe he's gonna remember her. He's gonna remember her and like be so thankful to her for everything that she's doing. Also, not to mention, his little sister is really cute. His little sister is really cute, and she's really coming in clutch with her helping him with the costume and her cosplaying and everything. Great. Also, I'm so glad I don't know. Well, I don't know if glad is the right word, but like, I didn't think they were gonna include a VTuber. I'm a huge fan of VTubers. I was debating whether to start this channel as a reaction channel, like with my face, or just like getting like a free VTuber model and just doing VTubing. But I decided to do this instead because this is the kind of reactions I like to watch. I do watch a lot of VTubers react to stuff as well, but this is mainly what I like to watch. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll do this. And it's really interesting. I've been a VTuber fan for so long, so I'm very familiar with their industry and everything going on behind the scenes. So I was just really surprised that they included that. Yeah, we had a little moment with Akane and Aqua. I said my piece about that. I do think it seems that she believes that he's genuinely trying to fall in love with her. Which I believe. I do think he's trying in his own way. He's very obviously, he's honest about being with her. And that little moment where she got jealous, she's like, I'll kill him if he cheats or something. That was really cute. And her mom being so happy in the background. I'm glad she's happy because obviously a lot of things happened. Yeah, I think that is all I want to say for this episode. This was really cute. It was a nice episode. I'm really worried about next episode. I hope they pull it off. I hope they pull the cosplaying thing off. I wonder what's gonna happen. I feel really bad for him. I'll say it a million times. But that's everything I want to say for now. So that was it. That was episode 2 of season 3 of Oshi no Ko. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.